Hi, I'm TJ. Oh, hi. Let's see what we got here. Hi.
Oh, you didn't get much of a growl.
Aren't you?
That's how she acts with people. She's super friendly though.
Oh, yeah.
Like she'll just immediately love you.
That's good.
But she growls and barks and tries to intimidate people when she sees them, but then she runs right to them and loves everyone.
Might just be out of excitement, and then also it seems like she's still a little unsure too.
Yeah.
And so it's a combination of that uncertainty and excitement. It's kind of good that she does it at first anyways, and she kind of melts pretty quickly. It's just because it just lets you know that she's unsure or uncomfortable with the situation, you know, at least for that instant, you know. And so usually it'll probably be best if like she's not surprised, or if, you know, people don't approach her but she gets to approach them, which sometimes can be very difficult with a pup as cute and small as this one.
Right.
You know, and then also in like tighter spaces too. What I would usually do, because already you have a vest there with patches, I would take maybe one off and put like an Ask to Pet patch on there as well or something.
Okay.
So that could help, and then just let people know that, you know, she's friendly, but she just is a kind of a verbal pet. Yeah, no, that was definitely
good.
That was definitely less than thinking.
Someone came in my office right before I came here, and she was just, but she ran right to the lady, and I just have to keep telling people it's okay, it's okay. I promise she's not aggressive, because she scares people when she, you know, growls and barks at them. Now, if it's another dog, though, that's a different story.
Oh yeah.
With another dog, it's the same behavior, except that she will be aggressive.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be aggressive.
You know, and try to bite and stuff. But it seems very, I mean, her body language tells me that she's afraid.
Okay. So it's probably that she has to just, like, it's that same initial uncertainty, but then it doesn't cool down as much, probably because she maybe doesn't get the chance to meet as many dogs and get comfortable. Was she always like that growing up?
She, you know, when she was small, we got her when she was about 3 months old, and she had been, she came from a breeder out in Illinois, and a young couple in Washington, D.C. that lived in a one-bedroom condo, like on the 10th floor somewhere, purchased her. She was flown to them, and they realized very quickly that she was way too high energy of a dog to be in a one-bedroom condo.
No.
So they wanted to rehome her. So that's when I found her. They had only had her about 3 weeks, so she's, you know, she doesn't have a lot of history prior to us.
Okay.
We have a Yorkie that's about 9 years old, and we had another dog when we got her.
How'd they do?
She did great with him.
That's good.
But we noticed right away that other dogs her size, she was fine. If it was a small dog or a puppy, she had no issues. But we have a friend that has a golden doodle, the full-size golden doodle, you know, 100-pounder, big one. And tried to introduce them for a play date, and she lost her mind. She wanted to just eat him alive. We had to keep her away from him, and she was very young then. So I thought, you know, maybe it's just larger dogs. She was exposed to a few other smaller dogs after that, and she did okay. You could still tell that there was a little bit of anxiety, but she would interact with them a little bit. And as she got older, it kind of turned into all dogs. You know, small, it didn't matter.
So she probably didn't get to freak with the dog park, eh?
She did not. And that was like right when, you know, we got her maybe 6 months before COVID started. So I think that is a contributor, because we take our dogs everywhere. You know, they travel with us, and, you know, we take them to do fun things. We go to PetSmart, like the stores, you know, they're with us all the time. So I think if it wasn't for that, she probably would be a little more acclimated to other dogs. But we didn't realize really how much of an issue it was until we got the puppy. Which is kind of what started us here. Now, they get along much better now, and she actually, over the last couple of nights, the puppy we haven't been putting him in his crate because he's gotten a lot better with the potty training and stuff. So we've started letting him sleep on our bed with us. And it's really cute because Actually, last night was the first night that she like laid beside him and kind of snuggled up next to him and went to sleep.
That's
So
good.
I was like, okay, she has finally accepted him as like part of the family.
So it is probably the same behavior
But I
as with
think it's-
people, it just takes longer.
Right. But of course, you know, and then I don't know if I told you, but we bought a retirement property in North Carolina. So we're spending a lot of time at the beach and stuff. So she runs into a lot of other dogs. And it's kind of, you know, my concern, I'm scared that, you know, she gets off her leash or, you know, something happens, she will go for another dog.
Okay. So we'll
She'll
probably
probably be the one to get hurt, but she, you know, that's kind of what I worry the most about.
Okay. Well, it works out perfectly because we have one here that is working on leash aggression.
Okay.
And it is really just leash aggression because of his excitement and uncertainty. So the combination of those, and then also being restrained, because we just went to the dog park yesterday evening, and he did just perfect with everybody. So it's going to be like a combination of desensitizing them, practicing redirecting them from a distance, getting them to calm down and refocus on you, so that way their anxiety that they have with meeting another dog doesn't continue to build up. So it'll be a combination of getting them to notice the other dog but not react, you know, which is usually the hardest part, going back and forth on that, getting them used to seeing and then sharing space, and then usually what I'll do is introduce them from the back so that way they can smell the other dog. Usually they get a lot more information that way, and once they get some more information about the other dog, then they usually kind of calm down because it cuts out some of that uncertainty. Whereas the main thing to avoid, which is also the hardest thing in real life, is to real life scenarios, is the face-to-face contact, because that's when, especially if two dogs are barking or they're uncertain or energetic, that extra pressure of the eye contact and just being towards the face area usually makes the situation worse.
Right.
So
Okay.
we'll practice trying to get them to go like around one another. Sometimes it could take a while. It depends on the pup. Sometimes it doesn't take as long as people think, and then also sometimes it also depends on the behavior of the pups. So like if you have an older dog that's just kind of quietly walking by, you know, she might just start barking at him, but so long as he kind of keeps walking, she'll probably settle down a lot easier. Whereas if you have like a smaller pup or a bigger pup and they turn and they start barking at her, you know, it's going to be a lot harder to disengage,
and that's
right?
exactly how it is.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed when we go to because we try to take her for walks a lot, and we go for walks on the beach and stuff, and if we pass another dog, she will bark a little, but if it doesn't, the other dog doesn't acknowledge her, she'll stop, like almost immediately.
All right.
But if somebody starts barking back, she's...
Oh, yeah. It's game on.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's all in.
Well, hopefully I charged up my other camera because I forgot to charge this one, it seems, after my session last night. But I'll go swap. That way we'll hopefully have footage for the boarding parents as well, and then review footage for you too.
Okay.
But if you want to just sit tight and just kind of walk around the court in a circle, you don't have to go very far. And then also, luckily it's not too hot yet, but you could also take breaks in your car with the AC for her, and I can bring out some water if you need as well. But we'll just kind of slowly start, you know, introducing her to different dogs, and I'll just kind of walk you through the process from there.
Okay.
The main things that we're going to manipulate is time and distance. Those are always the two factors. When we can control them, really helps with any altercations. It's generally when you don't have one or the other, or enough of it, that you have those conflicts that come up. And it's usually when you have more of one or the other that the dogs themselves can kind of get used to and adjusted and calm down from those anxious situations for them. So, you know, well, I'm gonna play it by ear. I'll start easy for her with the dog selection, and then we'll kind of move up from there.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Good. There you go. Yep. As soon as she starts, go ahead and stop and Make some more space while trying to get her to calm down. Blue. Come here, bud. Boy. Good. Good. Very good. Good. Come here. Good job. You excited? Good. Good. There you go. Very good. There you go. Yep. So long as she keeps looking back to you, that's that good uncertainty part. So you can give her comfort and treats to keep promoting her to focus on you. Good. There you go. Good boy. And all I'm doing is just getting closer to you as you're kind of walking down the sidewalk. And as he calms down and she stays calm, we'll just progressively close the distance. He's very excited to meet her. Good job. I know, you're excited. This is good practice because she gets used to the dog barking and lunging at her. Okay? Just keep walking along the sidewalk because I'm going to try to avoid that face-to-face confrontation. So I'm going to either slowly come up next to you or behind you. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl. Yep, there you go. And this is usually something that can be difficult for dogs that are unsure or insecure, is to have a dog being behind them. So just getting her used to that. This way. Good boy. Now you go ahead and follow us. Yeah. I know, you want to play. Good. And so long as she remains calm, you can keep closing the distance here. Good boy. Come on, Blue. Yep. And then if she doesn't want to walk or she's unsure, that's another good way to tell she's not maybe quite ready yet, you know? So if she doesn't, like, refuses to follow you or anything, that's fine too. Just give her the time that she needs. Okay. And then also on the contradictory of that as well is that if she wants to run away, go ahead and let her run away, you know? So we really are just focusing on how she's doing, and we're progressing along based off of that, right? Because she stopped barking, I moved closer, you know? Good boy. It's understandable, right? Good. Good boy. Good. So not letting him completely go into her bubble too, especially if she's not ready. That's just gonna take, like I said, managing that time and space. I'll go ahead and follow you for a bit, see if she can get used to him at least walking close to her. I'm gonna have to swap cameras again after this one. I didn't charge this one either. Oh man. It's a good thing I have so many. I had a very heavy recording day yesterday because I was trying to do both videos for the boarding parents, kind of catch them up on everything they're doing. Yeah. It's very helpful for some people. It's good to have like a reference to look back on too as well. He's already making great progress already. Okay. Alright, now we'll turn around again and we'll let you kind of slowly come to us. Come here, Blue. And as I said, if she's not sure, go ahead and give her that space. We want to do our best to present the opportunity and control the variables to make it safe and a welcoming situation for her, as opposed to forcing things. Oh, yeah, I can see that snarl. Yeah, you better get that space. Good boy. And that's perfectly healthy there, you know. She's uncomfortable, she's not sure, she's giving appropriate warning signs, she's not overreacting, and the dog listens. Yeah, the liver ones are usually bigger cut. Good job. There you go, good. What? Do you want another treat? There you go. There you go. Well, we'll just keep going. Eventually we get it to the point where they're just kind of walking next to each other. And this is just sharing space. She doesn't feel forced to interact. There you go. He's close enough. If she did want to sniff him, she could. It's okay. That was not too bad.
Better than she usually does.
Blue wants the treats too as well. There you go, I know. Good boy. Good, there you go. Perfect. And that's that moment, right? And then we keep away from the face. But that was good. But go ahead and reward that. Good job, Blue. No, Blue. Perfect. So you can kind of see it took a while, and she was definitely unsure, both making space like physically herself, and then when the dog came into her space, she made it projected so that way, you know, they would back up. So she's doing her best to make space until she's comfortable, and then when she is comfortable, she'll go in on her own. Okay? So it's good to see, you know. She didn't take too long, but she definitely needs time. And sometimes that'll get better with practice, sometimes it's just part of their personality. The only way that you'll know though is if you keep doing it. And that's how you'll kind of see those improvements over the long run. If nothing else, she gets better at redirecting to you.
Right.
And you get better at reading her. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's like I said, the puppy took a really long time, but it's probably 9 weeks of constantly trying to get her okay with him.
Yeah, puppies can be harder too because they lack the social skills as well.
Right.
You know,
He's trying to jump all over
yeah.
her, and it's that's
yeah.
scary.
Yep. That slows down the process for
right,
sure.
Right. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm gonna turn this off before it dies. Yes, good boy. Get down. Nope. Yes. Here, legs up. Here. Boy, good week. Dillon. Focused, huh? Oh. Hi. I know. Here you go. Good job. Come on, let's go this way, bud. And sometimes too, aw.
I don't know if it's nerves.
It could be.
Or if it's too many treats.
I know some dogs will get diarrhea as well.
Well, she did that this morning
Aw.
because I took her to work with me because we were coming here, and she
Good,
got
there you go.
diarrhea just from
Poor thing.
nervousness of it.
Good. Try to avoid the face-to-face.
Wow.
Good. Very good. I know, big guy. You want to play. I know. Good job. Stay down. There you go. That's another good way also of being able to gauge how anxious they are, because I've had pups before that'll love treats, but as soon as they're socializing, they can't take it. So that's another way of kind of gauging, and then as soon as they relax again, that's how you know, because they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll take the treat.
Gotcha.
I know, this guy loves treats. Girl. There we go. Good. And just let her approach from behind. Almost. Trying to keep him facing this way.
Right.
Here, I'll go this way. You guys kind of
Okay.
follow. Slow down. Perfect. There you go. She's doing great. Good girl. Good job. Oh no. Come here, bud.
Yeah, there's a pile of treats over there. Watch out.
Dillon. Oh, good. Listen. Good job. Here we go. Just kind of walk together for a minute.
Buddy. Hi, buddy.
Good boy. Yeah, he's more friendly.
Hi,
Good guy. Oh, I know, you're doing good. Very good. Look at that. Just sniffed and everything. Aww.
Good job. So she did stop herself.
Yep. Perfect. Good. And that just lets us know that, she just needs a little bit more time, or, she's like, hey, that's my mom. I don't know about you
Right,
still,
yeah.
A lot of times parents will want to stop those behaviors, which is understandable because we don't want to hurt the other dog or
Right.
scare people, but it's more important to read it first and then redirect it or try to stop it afterwards. So it's a
Well, I noticed she did that quite often with our puppy, when she was getting to know the puppy.
That's
and,
good. There you go.
She never would. There's you can see a big difference in when, like, hey, you're really pissing me off, I'm gonna bite you.
Right.
And that type of behavior. Can you sit?
Oh, he doesn't know sit yet.
Oh, you don't know
But
sit
he knows
yet?
down if you want to
Can
try
you
to get
get
him
down?
off of you.
Down?
There you go.
Down. Good boy. Here you go. There you go. Good boy.
He's a shelter pup off of the streets.
Look at you. You're a handsome guy. Yes, you are. And I'll have to warm my hands.
He's like, wait a second.
But no, she would do that, just kind of like, lunge a little bit, but you could tell she wasn't gonna like really bite.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah.
Yes, I see you.
And I feel like I think the puppy, even though it was like kind of what sparked all this off, we're like, okay, we got an issue we have to deal with her. I think that it has helped.
Probably because,
she's become a lot more tolerant over the last month or so.
Yeah, usually they'll help because they're not as threatening, they're probably smaller, all that stuff. Hopefully they're starting to listen to her. And then when they don't, it gives her practice of asking for space too.
Right.
So all of those interactions, even though they might not be the ones that we want, they're kind of positive in their own way. Because she's also kind of being forced to get used to another dog.
She has no choice.
Yeah. So, it's not the worst thing for her, but it was definitely something that helped her out.
Hi, Dillon.
Good boy.
Come on, let's go. You wanna walk? Let's go walk. You wanna walk with Dillon?
He's like,
I see you. You wanna walk with Dillon?
Here, I'll let you guys go in front and see if that helps. Good job, Dillon. Good boy. I know. You want the treats. There you go. See how she oh. Right? So too fast on his part.
Yeah.
Plus she also
But
didn't
she
know
also
that he was
didn't,
coming.
right. She also didn't like,
That's
was
all right.
just like, hey, watch out. She wasn't really,
We'll
like, I have seen her. Good girl.
That's good. So we'll let him try again if he wants to. We'll just try to let her know beforehand.
Okay, stop pulling.
If she needs for space because she's unsure, you can always try to walk whatever direction that she's going as well, and that'll help with the pulling. I know, you almost got right, she's like, oh. Gonna try to have him close to her still, but not. There you go. Good boy. She's doing well. And like I said, in the real world, when you meet a neighbor on the street, you generally won't have as much time. So like sometimes it's good when you're out for a walk with her to just take note, and then maybe just try when you don't have her to talk to them when you're on your own walk. Or usually people will walk around the same time. So
Right, yes.
you can try to like coordinate that and stalk them down. Or if hopefully you have somebody else with you, they can hold her while you talk to them and vice versa. That'll make it a little bit easier. And then even just asking if you can backdraft them for a little bit. their dog will be okay with that as well. That'll be really helpful for her because she doesn't feel forced to engage, and then you can just go as fast or as slow as you need.
Gotcha.
Making it so you don't have to like micromanage
Yeah,
the stranger.
That's actually a really good idea.
Most people are pretty willing to, especially if they, they love dogs and they have their own and they know that their dog is good with other dogs. Luckily, she's not like a pit bull or something, so.
Right, yeah. This is true.
Yeah, you lucked out on that one because I had to work with, pitties and shepherds like this other guy before, and it's just harder just because the breed is more intimidating and bigger and, the stereotypes and things like that. So even though they have the same exact behavior, many times it'll be a lot harder to get volunteers to help. So that's where
I can definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. I don't have nothing.
And that's where you can do like friends and family that also have dogs or things like that.
Right.
Going to the dog park and talking with people. That's another good way to kind of socialize and build those connections.
We did start taking her to the dog park maybe about a month or so ago.
That's good.
And I feel like it's getting somewhat better. And we started walking her around the perimeter of the fence so she could just look and see people. And then I got one.
Oh. Down the guy.
Always gotta have 3 or 4 bags on every walk.
I've gotten into the bad habit of not having extras on me because of the station being right there.
Yeah. We do that at our house in North Carolina because there's stations like on every corner.
Yeah.
So then when we're here, I'm like, oh crap, I don't have a bag.
It's the worst.
Because I'm used to just grabbing one wherever I am.
Have you guys gone in the dog park yet?
We did the last time, but there was only one other dog there, so I don't really know how productive it really was.
Gotcha.
It just happened to be a day that nobody was really there.
Yeah, we could do that sometime.
Okay.
What I would recommend is going on like an off day, maybe like during the weekday at lunchtime, or maybe later in the evening. But the trick to it is going early before people show up, so that way you can give her a chance to meet the dogs one at a time as they come in, as opposed to showing up in like the middle of the lunch rush or later on in the dinner rush when maybe there's already 20 or 30 dogs there.
Gotcha.
And then we could try to coordinate with that with you, and I'll be able to bring the other pups too that she'll have already met, and kind of walk you through things to look out for, how to help make space, things to watch, behavior wise. That could be another good experience for her.
Okay.
Alright.
She's being more tolerant than I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Typically, this is way too close.
Oh.
So, doing a good job, Daisy.
Yeah.
That's a really good girl.
And you can tell she still isn't sure enough and wants to engage herself as well. So,
And she's super playful, so I know that if
once she gets there,
she'll like being around other dogs. We can just get her past
she's got to meet them first. That's all. Yeah, I'm a big guy.
And I've always wanted to, be able to take her to
Good
dog
dad.
parks and stuff because I think she would have like a great time.
Oh, yeah. It's good exercise for him, and then also like socially, especially with the new puppy. You'll want to be able
I don't want
to run
him
around
to
together.
end up being
Oh yeah, that's a thing too. Like if he's only around siblings that are unsure or reactive like that, that's what he'll pick up.
Right.
So you'll definitely want to make sure you maybe spend some time with him and not with her sometimes, and just going out and having fun meeting other pups. Every dog will still have their own personality, but especially when they're younger and they're unsure of things, they're kind of more on the neutral side, so they're more easily swayed. So we just don't want them to be swayed the wrong way.
Right.
That's all.
I've already noticed that like he will her and the Yorkie, they both act crazy when somebody knocks at the door.
That's understandable.
They just lose it, and they
We can work on that
they
too
hear
sometime.
something. Yeah, that's a huge issue. But my Yorkie was that way when we got him, and then she came as a pup and followed that same behavior. And I've noticed that our puppy is now already doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a hard one
They
because like
definitely...
alerting is a very natural thing for dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
Back in the day, it was a great trait to have, but nowadays, you know, it's not.
Right.
And that's just one of those things that we have to kind of help them teach and understand. And you know, sometimes it's really hard because it's really bred into them.
Right.
And it's part of their personality too. Like if this one is already naturally unsure or apprehensive, you know, she's gonna be definitely like, who's at the door?
Right. Well, and it's not even just the door. It's like any sound that and it's a chain reaction. So if one, you know, makes a noise, they're all gonna start barking like crazy until they figure out what the other one's barking at.
Yep.
And I mean, if we sit down, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know. If we sit down to watch a movie, you know, in an hour and a half long movie, we'll have 6 pauses for bark episodes during that. So I mean, it's pretty frequent that they do it.
That's a shame.
But it could be, you know, that Opie's a Yorkie. If he sees something out the window and just makes a little woof, then she thinks, oh, somebody must be at the door and let me act crazy. And then the puppy chimes in. So
yeah.
It's my husband's like, sheesh, we have a
Very
zoo.
good. There you go. Hoping she'll notice that he's got closer. There you go. We're Dillon. I know. You want to say hi. Good boy. All right. Now we're gonna up the ante a little bit because Howie is the 10-month-old German Shepherd pup who's also leash reactive. Very friendly, but he's very unsure. So like very similar behavior-wise. So just try to keep that in mind. And it just might take longer because now we're having that pretty much worst case scenario. Right. Okay.
Cool deal.
Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Come on, Howie. Yes, he's a good boy. It's okay, big guy. Yes, good, listen. Good job. Very good. I know. Who's that, huh? Is that your next playmate? Good boy, don't scare her. Howie, this way. Yes, good job. I know, come here. Yes, good job, good listen. I know, it's hard. Oh, I know, woof. She's not gonna want to play with you like that. Huh? Good boy. You tell him, Daisy. Come here, big guy. Howie. Howie. Yes. Yes, good boy. There you go. Good boy. Yes, good job. Hold on. I know you're excited. There you go. Good. See, she's not interested yet. Good, just good. Disengage. I know. Yes, good boy. What? Ready? Yes, sit. Good boy. Yeah, what's that? Oh, yeah. Okay, then back to her. Yes, very good. I know. Good boy. Very good, thank you. I know. So all I did was redirect his excitement towards the ball as opposed to from her. So you'll be doing the same, but you'll be redirecting insecurity. Oh, car coming. Too fast, big guy. Very good. Good boy. Too fast. I know. Ready? Ready? Go get it. There you go. Good boy. Oh, look at that. We got another pup. He's an older dog. Hey, how you doing? We're getting used to dogs meeting other dogs, so you're good. Good timing.
Hi.
We're trying to get them to not bark at everybody. Yeah, you can walk by if you want. Oh, we lost the ball. Oh, God.
Right by the front wheel.
There we go. Good boy. Come on, big guy, this way.
He's beautiful.
He's a good guy. Come here, this way.
10 months.
Oh, no, the ball. Good boy. Come on, big guy. Hi. There you go. Good. Gentle. Good boy. Hi. Good job. Hi. You did good. Good job. There you go. She's like, no. Oh, there you go. Good. There you go. She wants to sniff a little bit. That's good. So even though it's a bigger dog, he's loud and very in your face, the intentions are still positive, so it's still a little bit easier. I mean, if you had a dog that was barking and lunging with bad intentions, you'd want to stay away from them anyways.
Right, yeah. Well, and you can tell he's just excited.
Yeah. Not everybody can tell, though. It can be hard sometimes with
the was
intensity.
a canine officer.
Oh, okay,
So
perfect.
we had a map. and
Oh,
he
that's
was-
awesome.
That dog, you knew that you were,
Oh,
everybody knew not to approach him.
good boy.
Girl, man.
She doesn't want to play with you, big guy. Do you want to try to give him the ball to calm him down? There you go. Good boy.
Dropped it.
Oh, go get it. There you go. Oh man, your husband's a canine officer?
He's
trainer?
not anymore.
Oh, I was gonna say, why would you need me?
Now, but he was.
Oh man, that's
Like, yeah, bigger dogs like that.
that's so cool.
Don't really bother, it doesn't really bother me.
Oh man.
You definitely tell an aggressive dog. But it always surprises me when they hear from big dog, just because they're big.
Oh yeah. Right. And now he, oh. And this is also a good example of, go ahead and redirect him with the ball again. Sorry. Oh. Oh God. And this is a good example of like that downward spiral that these two can go into, because even though he wants to play, he's still unsure because he hasn't got a chance to get comfortable and meet her, because every time he does, she does that, and then he's like, oh, but why? He's offended, and so he'll start barking, and that'll make her more uncomfortable. So you got that downward spiral, and the only way we can kind of avoid that is to try to get them to meet, redirect, and then try to get them to meet from behind slowly again, things like that. And that's another reason why you'll want to avoid that face-to-face confrontation. So yeah, we're getting all sorts of good examples on the video here. If you want, I'll walk first. I might need to grab the ball anyways for him. Good boy. It's easy, big guy. I know. Easy. You gotta go slow with the little one. That is not slow. That was good though. That was good. Good boy. Get it. Get it. Get it. Good boy. Good boy. And he has a harder time being able to calm down because he doesn't get to meet, right? Good boy. And that's why at the dog park, he is okay because he gets to kind of engage and disengage as he pleases.
Right.
Whereas here he gets frustrated more, right? Like, like right there. So what I'll do is I'll get the ball and I'll start walking, and you guys can eventually slowly catch up.
Okay.
That way she can kind of backdraft him.
You wanna go this way?
Come on, big guy.
Good girl. Good girl.
I know, you gotta go this way. I know. He's like, no. There you go.
You're doing good.
Oh, we gotta watch the step there. Glad we got to switch out to the lighter camera again. Good boy, yes. The ball helps in two folds. Keeps him occupied and engaged, and it also keeps him from barking when it's in his mouth.
Yeah.
Good boy. Come on. You got it? Oh. Oh, is she gonna get your ball? You gonna get your ball? She's like, no. I have a feeling this thing's going in the sewer before the session's done. Oh. All right, don't worry, it'll roll back this way. Maybe. Did it get caught? Oh, here it goes.
This way so you can get it.
Okay, there we go. Good boy. Get the ball. You gotta get the ball, big guy. Oh my goodness. Go, go. There you go. Good job. All right. So like with higher energy dogs, it can definitely be a lot more involving.
Yes.
And you can see he's not interested in treats anymore. He's more interested in toys, and that's okay. This should hopefully be a little bit more manageable. We'll play tug with him. Good boy. She's like, Mom, how can we think about treats in a time like this? Good boy, very good. Ready? Ready? Yes, very good. Good. Good boy, yes, good job. Yes, and you get rewarded, good job. Yes. You're supposed to drop that for me, but that's okay. Good job. Good boy. Yes, up here. Very good, thank you. Yes. It's a fun job, isn't it?
Yeah, you have an awesome job. I like dogs better than most people. It'd be a lot of fun.
You can get to see how when you do things like this every day, it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.
You get just more experience, and hopefully, you know, around your neighborhood will be a good place to start. At the beach, whenever you guys go there, that's going to be a little bit more random, but you can have the same kind of routines, places that you can go to make space and go back and forth, things like that. The main thing you want to watch for when you're out in public is to not pigeonhole yourself, because especially with her, she's already showing signs of that fight or flight when she'll also do the fight part. So the last thing you want to do with a dog like that is stick them in a corner.
Right.
Right? So you want to make sure that you always have some sort of way out from a situation. And sometimes that can be difficult depending on, you know, your surroundings.
Right.
Good boy. Good Sentinel. Go get your toy. Very good. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. He wants to meet her so bad, but she definitely is not ready. This is good patience for him too, though. It's good tolerance building for her and good patience building for him. Try to pick this up again. Ah, there you go. Good boy. Come on, let's go. Oh, there's no shade anywhere. Oh, there's some shade. Here we go. Let's keep going this way. That way she's in the shade. Good boy. Yes. Very good. Still trying to get her to backdraft him a little bit. Oh, yeah. And that's also something that will be harder to do sometimes when you're out in public, especially in a busy place like a boardwalk or downtown, is like notice when she's stopping and trying to avoid pulling. So you'll have to really be in cue. Is she pulling because she's interested in something going that way, or is she pulling because she wants to avoid whatever's coming this way?
I'm not really a lot for that, to be honest.
Very good. Good girl. Perfect.
Good girl, Minnie.
Yeah, she can do it. Now we just got to get it so he can smell her too. It's okay. It'll be a little bit longer, big guy. You're doing good though. You're calming down. Oh, it's Bear. Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear is a German Shepherd Lab mix.
Oh, okay. So is he a board reporting him?
He is a board and train.
Awesome. How many do you have in charge?
I try to keep it to 2.
2?
Yeah. Sometimes 3, but that's like a lot of work rotating in.
Oh my gosh, that's not even a
Luckily we have instances like this when, you know, we can all work together with the dogs. It's sometimes like before I'll do like a session with them, session with the other pup, and then go to meet you while they're resting and then come back and work with them. Like I said, it was a good win-win scenario. Good boy. You wanna go say hi? Good boy. Howie. Yes, good job. Trying to get him to not bark at her if possible to make it easier. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Good job. Very good. Good boy, Howie. You're not always going to be able to meet every dog, being you too, you know. Especially when you do that. Come on, I know. I know you're excited. Good boy. That's definitely one of those scenarios too, 'cause the higher energy, even less likely to be able to kind of get work normally on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good though. At least they're sharing space. He's looking at her but not trying to bark or lunge. She's not snapping at him. She got to actually smell him a little bit, which was really good. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Easy. Good. Very good. Perfect. There you go. Getting the whole neighborhood going, big guy. That's good. If she can get used to that, she can get used to anything. Very good. Howie, come here. Let's give the neighborhood a break. Come here. Shh. Good. Good boy. That frustration really kicks in because the closer he gets, but he still doesn't get to engage, the harder it is again for him. So just moving him back, letting him calm down again, redirecting him with stuff. Good boy. I know, big guy. I don't know if you'll get to meet this one. That's just how it is sometimes. You gotta get used to disappointment. I know. I'll try to slowly walk up behind you, see if that works. I feel like it might be even harder than Dillon though, so we'll just keep expectations low. Shh. Good boy. There you go. Yes. Easy, big guy. Good boy. Easy. She's like, I don't know about this. That's good. We'll slowly catch up to her. Good boy. Easy. I feel like if he didn't bark, she might allow him to smell. So we're just trying to thread that needle. Oh, good. He didn't bark at that too. That's good. Good. I don't know, but she's still giving you the no sign over here. You know? Aw.
Ready to go.
She's doing good though. This, like I said, this is probably the most stressful situation for her as well. And she did great. Good boy. There you go. Go slow, big guy. There you go. Good. So yeah, you can definitely tell too, part of that, part of what will make the situation easier or harder for her is definitely how the other dog is reacting. And that's for most dogs. There's some dogs though that will, you know, not want to engage no matter what. So it's kind of good that we got to see the differences with her anyways. Good boy. No face to face. Come here. Let's go around this way. Oh, you say hi to Mom? Good. Do you have any questions or anything?
I don't think so.
I know it's...
I mean, we'll just keep working with her.
Yeah. No. Luckily, I'll have 2 new pups next week or a week after. But you know, we'll probably get another rotation in for her, and then, like I said, we can all go to the dog park and things like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Look, chill.
Almost.
Good girl, May May.
Good boy. Good boy. See, if you're nice and slow and you're not crazy, you get to meet dogs. There we go. Almost.
Good.
A little bit better.
girl.
Gentle. He's like, I'm gonna try to sneak around. Oh yeah. That's okay, good boy. Good boy. There you go, much better. Good job, Howie. You're not always gonna get to meet everybody, but I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Yeah, she did good. We don't need to oh, that's another thing too that's gonna be difficult. Like, this is a special case because we're, you know, controlling things and trying to extend situations, but do your best to not over stress her out too when you're out working with her as well, and just give her plenty of breaks in between, like dogs and things like that. Whenever you do have a good situation, when you could come across a bunch, sometimes it's better to have a good rest break in between the two so she can kind of settle down and relax again.
Sounds good.
I'll go ahead and put this guy in, and then we'll schedule the next session for you. Does she need water? You said you had some?
I have some.
Okay. All right. Good boy. Good boy, big guy. I know you want to say hi. You can say hi next time. Good job. Howie. Good, listen.